Here we go.
All right.
I've been thinking about, we're supposed to have a mailing list, mail the stuff, do your part for promoting the show, and
Right.
and do everything that we're supposed to do to bring our clients, to the event. But most of the time when we do the show, we don't know if the show is doing the part promoting the show. You really don't know like how many people you should be expecting at the show. Like you can read the everything in the SAP application, but some of the shows don't tell you uh how many people they expect at the show. Like I saw one show that says we got a potential 80,000 people in this community. They may or may show up or not show up to the show, and then you do go to the SAP application and then tell you really how many people are coming to the show, and
Right.
this makes you wonder about that. Also, how it makes you wonder if some shows they put in the show for just putting the show and don't get in the support that they deserve for artists to come in, or they don't tell you exactly what they're looking, what the community actually is looking out of it, which is like it changes all the time. It's not
Sure.
fair to say that, but it would be nice before you even send, assuming that you read the application, right?
Yeah.
They you know what to expect out of the area. Like if that show is going to be too blue collar for you, or this show is going to bring people that buying like a big items. Uh, like a friend of mine did La Quinta, and he was saying like photographers in general needs to bring like a really large pieces because the houses are really big, and you're supposed to know that, but that's what you're competing against there space wise, right?
Right.
So, and it would be nice if they tell you before you do the show, and not everybody does it, to give you an idea if this something that you're going to be working out, because sometimes like a friend of mine complained that Coconut Grove is they're making it like an art basel or high-end show, and people with small stuff don't sell too well in there. There's if he knew ahead of time, he would have not done the show because all his stuff is small.
Right.
Uh, so I just going like, well, and my answer was, that's why you need to carry small stuff and big stuff, because if not, you don't know what's going to happen at the show. But he was saying like I would never do that show again because it feels like I was more like a support to the big artist than me trying to make a sell out of the show. So there's a lot of reason why I'm thinking about it and why I think about all these things now. But it's
Hey,
just,
Oscar,
yeah,
I really liked your post that you posted.
we,
On Facebook.
That's what you're talking about.
yeah, yeah,
But I totally disagree with you. In fact, that's the problem. You don't make stuff to please the crowd. You make your work to please yourself, and then you sell your work. It comes out. How you feel about what you do comes out, and that's what sells.
yeah.
Hey,
I
I
don't.
saw a fact. I saw something today.
Mhm.
There's 24 million millionaires in this country, people that have a million plus, and there's something like um,
Yes.
500 over 500,000 people that have 20 million dollars or more. Not just dollars, but in their home and everything if you add it all up together. This country is huge for and one of the shows that we do that I'm not doing anymore that you're going to do this year that upset me last year is it's one of the it that area has the most money of any almost the most money of any area in the country, and the directors can't get those people to come, and it's not up to us. Here's our here's how I feel, and you guys can argue with me about this. It is our duty to have to show up on time and to have a really nice display as you can and have your best work for those people to buy. And it's up to the directors and the committees to do whatever they have to do to get those people to come to buy, which is the way it used to be. So that's how.
That's
Yeah,
not
but
the way it is anymore,
no.
Barry. And if you think that way, you're going to be sorely disappointed in your sales.
Well, then I shouldn't do it. Then I should go work at Walmart. What's the difference? To me, that's horrible. Court, it isn't the way it can be that way if we discuss this and do it. Who's controlling that?
The
I think
thing
it's
that I
up to each
say,
individual artist to work their email list and promote their shows to their clients. And if every artist does that, you've got a you have built-in buyers right there. Now, shows can't rely just on that. Shows still have to do their end, but
but
it's not one or the other. It has to be
Yeah.
both.
Court,
but
I think that,
that's the
no
part that
offense,
I
but I think that's the problem. What you just said. It's up to them. They live there. I don't, when I go to a show, I don't live in that area. And how many customers might I have? If I do a show for 20 years, I might have 100 customers, 100 people. And they've already bought from me. So, yes, it's true that a lot of my sales are repeat business, but where's all the new business? It should be, people get old, they die, and their kids come,
Yeah. And
generate excitement.
you know where your new business might come from? People on my list
I,
or
I,
Oscar's
I
list
understand what you're
or some other
saying. I
artist
understand what you're
lists.
saying. It's
I
still not up
understand
to
that,
us.
but
It's up to them.
for the point that I think that Barry's trying to say, and this is what I was trying to say, that it is that we can only do so much, the show can only do so much, but we need to know ahead of the time what is the market for there. I have no idea.
I don't think the show has that information.
Well,
What do you mean they live there?
but that's the problem.
That information's
They're
available.
supposed to, in my opinion, if you're putting a show, you should have an idea how many people want to attend this show. You should know what kind of show you're going to put, what kind of artists you're going to invite, and then try to target that marketing. I
Okay.
really think
The only way a show is going to know, with the exception of La Quinta and Oklahoma City, the only way a show is going to know what people are buying is to get that information from the artists, and the artists are reluctant to give that information to the show.
and that's a problem that we have as a community, but also at the same token,
Hey, I don't know how this fits in, Court, but for the two shows you brought up, those shows are very well supported by the communities that live there. I found out Oklahoma City for sure, and La Quinta, the
I think
people
that
that
for
do it
sure.
all every year, it has a strong following. The same people come back and buy every year from them. They support it. The people that live there. I think Belleville's the same way. I mean, the mayor comes. They make a big deal about it.
It's not a, I don't expect people to the show to bring buyers. That's forget about
Right.
that.
Yeah, and I don't mean it that way either. I
Yeah,
bring,
I talking about bodies
yeah,
because end of the day, nobody can force anybody to buy anything. But if you don't have people supporting the show, the community supporting the show, bringing people to the area to see the event, what is the point of having the event?
yeah.
But shouldn't the show promote it within the community? Have the local television station, the local radio station, do a PSA or something, or have the people who are running the show actively promote it, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, at least this way, getting out to the community to let them know, hey, we got a big show, we've got 200 artists. This is a fine arts and craft show, or this is a fine art show. There's some serious um, um, legendary artists or however some serious artists who are going to be at this show, and we need to support them. That's why um, I think the show has a responsibility to promote it.
I'm
But
going
here's
to tell
here's the
you,
problem, Roy. The traditional venues that you just mentioned, radio, television, newspaper, is not reaching the same amount and type of people that it used to.
I
You
agree
know,
with you.
Well, find what does reach those people, and that's where you spend your time in your advertising.
I got to tell you, when we were at St. James Port on, so it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday show, their local TV station, out of all of those artists in the court, interviewed Marianne, and I saved the video, and it was just like it was a miracle. But at least they came out to say, the what was it, the 47th annual St. James Court is here in town again, and they did a 2-3 minute piece with Marianne. It was fantastic,
Yeah, isn't it
and
fun?
it was great. And um,
Hey,
Sunday, somebody came and bought a small piece from Marianne because they saw that on the news.
But Roy, every single show that I do, and I think the court will say the same thing, they all do that. They all promoting the news. It's the problem is that I tell people is you need to sit down, take a look what is working, what is not working, and evaluate what needs to be done. If you're not willing to do that, then there's no point to improve the show because things keep changing. Every time I do a show, if I do great or bad, I always look what I did right or what I did wrong. I
Right.
don't, and that's if I'm doing that, some the show should be doing let's take Coconut Grove for example. Coconut Grove doesn't pass a week that they're not promoting the show, doing something in the community, promoting the show, and saying like a thank you for your support in some kind of way.
Yeah,
We're
man.
doing grants for this, we're doing that. And that's why that show gets the amount of people that go in there, even in the gate fee is insanely high, in my opinion. But they promote the show year round, all year round. And I don't see that in every single show that I do. Maybe they are the unicorn, but
Yeah.
that's the thing that I think that we're lacking, and it's community engagement because you're not going to how to say you have to give reason people to come to the event. Why why this event is good for the community to have.
Right.
And if you don't have that reason, there's no reason to have the event,
right?
At some point you have to cut your loss and say, well, this is not working anymore.
You know
And
what? I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm trying not to interrupt. Listen, it used to be, and I still think this is the major thing, is that what do we provide? And you actually, Oscar, you pointed this out in that piece that it's very unique. We do handmade stuff, and we come from all over the country to places where they would never see that kind of work. And a lot of people are really, really good. They're really good. So that should be pushed. It should be like, hey, come to our art fair because there's artwork that you would buy that's, and the quality is really good. And that's what generate some interest, and you can't, and that's unique, and that's kind of how it started out, where people came and bought right from the artist, but it was like you wouldn't see those people, you wouldn't see it in a store, especially now because there's less galleries. There used to be galleries, but there's less, at least in my opinion, there's less galleries. So you have to find some way to generate, and to me, that's the first thing that people, that it's a unique thing. Like,
These, you're
and,
right,
and it's,
Barry, that these are
especially
one of a
like I'm going to
kind.
take Court's work. Court's work is so different than anybody else's. Wouldn't it be great to like you're looking for something and you come to an event and you see his work and it's like you wouldn't see that anywhere. And you would buy his work because it's really good and it's different. And that's, to me, that's our major plus. That's the one thing that I find is that used to be really important. I don't, and in some cases it is.
It,
Um,
it's just that I just think in general the shows are not promoting the
yeah,
show anymore. They say that we cannot help you with the sales, we promote the show. So okay, but why the show is a ghost town then?
that's right.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
they have a
let me
whole
tell you.
year, they have
Well, it's because
365
I
days
just
to
said
do it.
Oscar. When I replied to Roy earlier, shows are using the traditional radio, TV, print. That's what they know. That's what they're doing. It doesn't work as well as it used to.
I know
Um,
I'm not
You
saying the
know,
opposite of that, but that's what
yeah.
they hire people to do marketing for them. And some shows it works well, other shows doesn't work well, you
Yeah.
know, and
See,
you have to figure out, if you're hiring a person that I just think that you need to hire a person. There should be like a person marketing that specializes just in promoting art fairs, you know.
you
Eh,
know, what's interesting about that is that,
I will, Oscar, you said that you thought Coconut Grove did a good job.
Yeah,
I'll tell you why. Because Camille is out every weekend, multiple times, hitting every group organization that she can find in person to promote the show.
Yeah.
yeah.
All
And
year long.
that's what he said. That's what Oscar said.
Yeah, all year
Yeah.
long.
All year
Camille's
long.
out there.
I mean, what else do
that's
they
what I
have to
say.
do?
That's what I think
And,
that's what that show is great. You are
Aren't they
right.
and
getting aren't they getting paid to do that? Show directors?
Well,
and,
she
and
gets paid for being, but that's part of that's something that what she's doing is, I think, is what it should be the standard. But who I am, I don't know anything about it. So
and one thing you mentioned several times, Oscar, is you know presentation. What's the booth look like? What's the display look like? I mean, it's funny. This year, Marianne actually. Well, what happened was is our local show here at Spoleto, Piccolo Spoleto. Marianne got to be a juror, and you know how important the booth shot should be. And there are some people who had booth shots that looked so bad, she just could not. The work was okay. Probably a 5 and a 6 on, some were 7s, but the booth shot was just terrible. I mean, it's like they've got a pop up tent with cloth walls and a couple of picnic tables, a couple of small tables, and she couldn't push them through
Yeah.
because because you've got these people, and when you've got a director that is promoting a show, it has to be done with excellence, which means that the artist has to promote themselves and display their work with excellence. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why we went with black pro panels, because so, and we upgraded our tent, so we try to do everything we can to really upgrade our display, because I can't remember who it was. It might have been you, Larry, or even you, Barry, but I remember when I first started to attend this Zoom meeting, somebody said that your booth really should depict a gallery setting, and that kind of struck a nerve with me, where it's just not, you're not just throwing stuff in your booth. It should look like somebody is like, wow, this is like almost a gallery setting of this beautiful original artwork. And just like you said, Barry, that's the one thing about doing these art shows, is that, this is original art. You're not going to go to Rooms to Go and find this. You're not going to um, uh, you know uh, Hancock furniture, whatever. This is all done by hand, all original, and one of a kind. And that's something that I think maybe, and I'm hoping that, you know shows like Coconut Grove, and um, Oklahoma City, and like you said, Barry, Belleville, where the local community comes out, because they know that this is fine art. It's fine art.
Listen, it's funny because in Belleville's example, they know that it creates money for the small town, even though it's across the river from St. Louis. That's why they all come out, because it makes the city money in taxes and things. So it isn't just that, but yeah, there is some of that. There's a lot of that where they come out because they really, it's an event. But where do you go where the mayor comes to the show and is on it makes themselves known. I mean, I like that. That's pretty good. It's pretty cool. And hey, Oscar, I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
You know, I went to the St. Charles Art Fair website because I was looking for our booth spaces, and they didn't, they gave us a map, but they didn't tell us where our space is. So I went there to look to see if they had that numbered, and they didn't have it numbered there. But then I went, I'm going to go look and see the work, and your image that they used is top drawer. It's really nice.
Well, I don't even look at. I just know I got a good I got a good. I'm good with the people that put the show.
Yeah, me too. And it
And
looks really.
also, I got clients that
I'm paying you a compliment, Oscar.
I know. Yeah, but they still give me bad boot space.
Do you have the same space you had like years ago? That corner space?
I'm in the back, like
Yeah.
in the parking lot again,
Oh
and
God. How do you know that?
because the booth number they gave it to you in SAP, and also is the map came out yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I mean,
It's
I
in
saw the
SAP.
numbers, but it didn't have my name to it.
Yeah, it's in SAP.
It's on Zap, so I get to tell.
Yeah.
I didn't ask, but I'm hoping that they gave me the space that I had before, because I don't want to be in the back there. I want to be on Riverside. I want to be on the street where I was before. So I didn't say anything to her because I thought, well, she'll just take care of me. But there's no guarantee of that, is there?
No, they, the parking lot gets traffic, but I always wonder uh if the street gets more traffic, but it's narrow, so that's always looks like I get more traffic. It's a lot easier to get out of the in the parking lot to break down. You got more
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, it's only good for setup and breakdown because
Yeah.
it's small show, so everybody gets everywhere.
Yeah.
But the quality of the work is so much better than the last time I did the show. I
No,
was real impressed.
it's improved and they really
Try.
try.
Hey, Oscar.
Yeah,
Are you doing Boston Mills? Are you doing that show in July?
I'm I need to I I got a sale for when a customer for $4,000 in the check bounce. So I'll not be
Oh,
Ooh.
I don't mean to laugh, but
Oh
it
my.
and so I'm trying to solve that so I can pay Boston Mills right now. But I'm doing the June version.
oh, the June one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Okay.
July I cannot do because that weekend my sister's going to be out of town and I need to take care of my mom that weekend. So
yeah.
then
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think it matters.
Got
but
it.
but I don't know. I know I'm going to see you next weekend.
Next weekend. Oh, at Art Birmingham?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, great. I forget what booth I am, but I'm on a corner. I paid for a corner, so yeah, I've never been there before, so I don't know.
Never been to
That's
Birmingham?
yeah.
Art Birmingham? No. Mm-mm.
I was
Mm-mm.
just there this weekend.
Oh
Is
yeah?
that is that
Fortunately,
Alabama?
yes, fortunately the storms blew
Not
past us.
Alabama.
No, Michigan.
Oh,
Michigan.
Michigan.
Oh,
My bad.
oh,
Sorry.
It's
God.
a guild show in Michigan.
Okay.
Well,
I was gonna say I didn't think there was another one in Birmingham that I hadn't heard about.
Yeah, it's the only thing that I'm going to tell you, you have to people are stock up, you have to pamper them and treat them like they're walking into a gallery. And
I
it's
don't think
really
so. I don't
it
think they're
is.
stuck up.
Yeah, they are. And
I grew up in that neighborhood.
Is
that's
it
quite a
rich? Is it
lot.
rich?
It's not, it isn't just rich. It's one of the wealthiest areas. It's
And
20 square miles of multimillionaire houses.
Wow.
Don't worry, they don't come, so you don't have to worry about that.
Great.
Or, well, I'd like them to come, maybe this year, but they weren't there last year.
now,
Well,
My problem is, these shows like this I did years ago when it was jammed. First of all, it was hard to get into, so there were plenty of rejections, and you were lucky to get in. Much like Coconut Grove and St. Louis, it was like that, and it had that energy, and it's very casual now. It's different, and in terms of being stuck up, yes, there are people that are trying to get they want to park, they have to park 2 blocks away from Starbucks and they're upset because they can't park right there to go to the restaurant or Starbucks. So, yes, you get some of that. So what Oscar's saying is somewhat true, but it has amazing potential. I really wish that that would turn around because that could be a great, great show. If those people would come out, it would be fantastic.
yeah, but I use that's one of the shows that one and the Royal Oak show are two of the shows that I never been upset,
Disappointed?
disappointed, upset, and it's not because people doesn't show up to the show. It's just like I don't know, and then you know when the this is with any show, if people don't come out to the show, it's really hard to sell. And like a Four Bridges, for example, I never been so impressed with a small show like that one. Uh, it feels like it's a small scale of artisphere. They give you
Really?
breakfast. Yeah, they give you breakfast. They give you lunch. There's parking around, safe parking around you. People paying in. The only difference is that the traffic is low. You're going to get best case scenario 15,000 people walking the show. But once again, it's Chattanooga. It's a it's a town that's still growing, and people buy stuff that are practical, and they understand. There's a lot of people that they don't like to spend big money, but the potential to make that is there. You can see it, and you kind of said, I was the week before the show. Went for Dogwood to China and spent the whole week. And the entire week, I would see something online. I would see something in the news. I would see something in a billboards. You kind of miss it,
Mhm.
basically. So, and they still didn't get that many people in there, but everybody that came in there was buying. And
Mhm.
Friday night, it's $100 to be there per person, and it was pretty packed. And people with high ticket items sold that night. And then after that, I was really scared from there on. But um, it's it's just that you see show like an atmosphere, you see Coconut Grove, you see Fort Bridges, Dogwood, Atlanta is packed with people, but I don't know if it's just because Atlanta's getting too expensive and people are not spending money, but that's a show that maybe it's too big for the amount of people that come to the show now. But who knows? Lana does a really good job with that show also. And they start asking for a donation so they can do the show, keep doing the show, and they pull it off. It's just that the only show that I've done this year that so far there was actually there's two shows that I'm really disappointed this year so far was Mainsail in Florida, and that's I don't know what happened to that show, but it's not what I thought it would be. And then Adigra is the only show that I did that I'm going like, well, it's more the layout than anything else, but it's something that
Oh
if
yeah.
they want to, they can fix. But if not, it's not going to get fixed. But that's what I am with. But every other show that I've done, um, I cannot say that the show didn't do their part, that I didn't do my part. If I fell in the show, it was because it was not the market for me, or it was not the year for me. I've done some shows that I did really well in the past, didn't pan out this year, and vice versa. And Boca Museum was super cool, so that it was a pass, and everything else it was like I don't I don't know what's going on, but that's just me. So
Yeah.
Does anybody has anyone done Kensington Park in Michigan near Milford?
I
It's
got to run. I'll see everybody later.
okay,
okay,
bye.
Like,
figure
or
court.
All right, Court.
See you tonight, Court.
All right.
Um in May, it's does anybody know about that, or that's just a small show? Or
That the only person that might know is Barry. And if he doesn't know, I don't think nobody else would know.
okay, got it.
I've
Barry, do you
never
know
done
anything?
it.
Okay,
I can't talk about it
okay.
because I like the director a lot. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to talk about it. I don't know. No, really, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I did one show with him and I liked him a lot. Mark Loeb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him.
Which one did you do?
Palmer Park. He just
Yeah.
started that.
What
Yeah,
was it
but
like? What was it
it
like?
was pretty good. It was I mean, he just started that I think not too recently ago, not too long ago. And it's like in Detroit, so
Yeah.
and it was only like 100 artists, so it was pretty small, but I did okay.
Were they local? Mostly local artists?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it was a wide range of art. It was like all over the place. Just I mean just, like a lot of different kinds of art.
Did you notice? I thought the houses are still well kept up.
There is a lot going on in Detroit. You probably know
It's
this.
not
I'm
what
sure.
I'm asking. I want to
Oh,
know
I'm
about the
sorry.
houses. Are they still in good shape? Are the lawns manicured?
Some yes and some no. I think they're still in the process. I mean, I didn't drive around all the whole city, but from what I could see, it's
No,
pretty
I'm
good.
talking about that neighborhood.
Oh, that neighborhood. I was kind of in and out, but it looked pretty good to me. It looked pretty
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, I grew up there, so
Oh,
that
cool.
was a great, well, not in Palmer Park, but that whole metropolitan Detroit area, I'd spent a lot of time.
Oh,
Actually,
nice.
I'm a, like a West Sider.
Oh,
If you know the city, there's West Side and East Side, and I didn't even cross over to. It's Woodward divides the East and the West,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I didn't cross over to the East Side. I probably was in my 20s.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay.
you
Well,
just didn't do that. You know.
I've only been up there a few times with my husband, and we love it. I mean, we fell in love with it. Like that show we did, and we just went up for a Metallica concert and Supercross. My husband likes Supercross. So we went up there a couple times and it was just great. Like the people were super nice and there's just a lot going on in the city. It seems like with rejuvenating it and coming out of bankruptcy and seems I mean it's got a good vibe, I think is what I guess I'm trying to say. It's it feels like a lot is going on.
Detroit hasn't been bankrupt for 10 or 20 years.
Oh,
So you're
okay.
behind the times on
Oh,
that
okay,
one.
okay, but I mean, just like, all right, so yeah, okay,
It's not like that
all right,
anymore.
all right, but people went in there and invested, and not big corporate people, like small people. So I know that. I know next to nothing, Barry, but I know that.
And by the way, it has one of the most underrated museums in the world. The DIA is
Yeah,
How you doing,
phenomenal.
buddy?
yeah. We went and
I
saw
wouldn't do
the
that.
Diego Rivera murals are fantastic, and
Yep.
yeah, we went there. We
Have a
went
great day,
there.
buddy. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
I spent a lot of time in that room
did you?
when I was a kid. 25 cents to go to take the 8 mile bus to Woodward, get it five for a nickel transfer and go down there. And the Detroit Historical Society, the main library, the Children's Museum. It's all in that central that area, and I spent a lot of time there.
Cool.
It was like being at Disneyland, except it didn't cost anything.
Yeah. And the architecture is amazing. Oh my God, the downtown architecture is incredible. Incredible architecture. Beautiful. The Guardians building, the David Whitney building, the book building. I mean, just like unbelievable architecture.
I can't believe I'm actually gonna do this because I said I wouldn't do this. But if you're thinking of doing Kensington, and I don't want to, I can't say anything. I'm going to say something, but I have no idea. So it's just my intuition, what I think. But if you're going to do it, maybe he runs one at Belle Isle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
instead
didn't know
of
that.
Kensington, we used to go. That's Kensington Beach is where when I was in high school, we used to go and
Uh-huh.
hang out there.
It's a big park, I think, isn't it? Kind of big. It's a big park. It
It's the
looks like it
All
water.
on the
right.
map. It looks like it on the map. Looks
It's
like
on
it's
the
big.
lake. Oh,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Belle Isle?
No, the Kensington Park looks big.
What?
I mean, just in
Oh,
terms of, the size of it in relation to Milford or
the
Yeah.
Novi, or it looks pretty big.
Well, yeah.
listening to a podcast.
Yeah.
But anyway,
You're
I'm
making me
looking
nostalgic for the area.
at
And when I lived there, It was the height of the Motown era, and there was the Grandy Ballroom, and there was probably 20 clubs, and
Oh,
they had no alcohol, so you could go everywhere, and they would be every place would have a recording artist.
oh,
So in
wow.
the summertime, it was like, where are we going to go next? You know,
Oh, wow. Wow.
we used to cruise Woodward to try and pick up girls. Never picked up one. Never even close. Came close. But to drive up and down, like from well, used to I think it was 12 mile to let's see what it was from the Totem Pole restaurant. I don't know where that was, 9 mile, 10 mile to um I forgot what's on the other end. But you drive up and down Woodward to to whatever, to have fun with your friends when you nothing else to do in the summer. It was
We
cool.
Speaking of music, we found Cliff Bell's. Do you know the jazz club, Cliff Bell's? I think it was a speakeasy too back in the day. It's been there since, I don't know, the 20s or the 30s, I think. But we just stumbled across it, just like looking for jazz clubs, and it was great. You get dinner. I mean, you can get dinner there too. It was great. But soul music, I mean, come on, it's fantastic. And Jack White, do you know Jack White of the White Stripes? He's got a recording studio there.
Yeah, everybody knows about Jack White.
All right. Well,
If you're from there,
yeah, but he presses vinyl there at Third Man Records.
yeah.
He presses vinyl.
Do you play vinyl?
We've
Wait a
got
minute. Wait, let me ask that differently. Are you a purist?
no, no, no. We have a
Larry would know about that, right, Larry?
we have a
Sure.
record player and we have quite a few records, but and my mom
That'd
just
be nice
gave me
one.
some more yesterday, but no, I can't say that. Like we just have like digital music that we listen to, but no, we have a record player. Yeah.
That's so funny because I was just listening to an interview with the actor James Woods yesterday, and he's now doing music since he got shunned from Hollywood and has several albums out. And his thing was buy vinyl. Don't
Oh,
do digital. Buy vinyl. It's the best way to
yeah.
go.
It's really come back. It's
Yeah.
seriously come back. Yeah.
It never left.
Oh, well, probably true. I still have lots of it.
If you're a,
I have
if
lots
you
of
know,
it.
yeah,
It's like 8-track tapes.
The
You still have to
the nine
turn it over.
the '90s ruined vinyl.
Yeah. Yeah, you still had
not for
good
some people.
you still had cassette tapes in the 80s. You
No,
still
but you
had
still
cassette
have
tapes.
to turn the record over.
8 track.
It's like an 8-track tape.
I've got a friend out in LA who worked for MTV for a long time and he's still in the business and he works with the Rock Hall inductions. He's a big music guy. Well, he spins vinyl about once a month for Facebook friends out of his house wherever he is. I don't know where he's got his records, but he has thousands and thousands of albums. Thousands
Yeah.
of albums, yes. And he just has to think like, what 12 or 15 am I going to play tonight for my friends? And then he'll think about it in advance and go through his library and come up with it. And he's always going to concerts. He's always looking for new music.
I'm listening.
And I mean, I just love that. I love music, but I love that passion and I love that he has vinyl, and he's always buying vinyl. Like every city that he goes to, he looks for the record stores immediately. That's the first place he goes. Yeah.
But they're all closed.
No, that is not true.
Well, they're coming back.
Yeah, he's got a father-in-law who lives in Vancouver, and apparently they have good record stores in Vancouver. He was in, where was he? His wife is Chinese and they were in Beijing. He found like hole in the wall record stores in Beijing. They're everywhere if if you scout around, but I think your record
Okay.
is coming back.
I'll buy
My
CDs any day.
my first I got MP3s. I got thousands of albums in MP3 format.
Me too.
Because I don't care how the sound doesn't, I just want to listen to it.
I
Right.
listen to it in the car, and you can't tell the difference in the car anyway.
I have a sound bar, you can't tell the difference.
Kind of
Okay,
hard to take an album in the car.
you guys see this? This is Stan Getz and Charlie Bird Jazz Samba, my
Oh yeah.
first album
Oh,
I ever bought.
oh my God. Fantastic. Fantastic.
It's
That's a
funny, I went to
killer
go
album.
look. I went to go look, and it was just the first one. I didn't have to go through anything
Stan Getz. Man.
Nice.
because I was a jazz aficionado.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
still hey, um Barry, you get a
Yeah.
chance because you're a jazz guy. Um have you heard of the Rippingtons with Russ Freeman?
Oh, they're great.
Duh.
Yeah. Um they so during the 90s when they came out with some great albums, um yeah, I couldn't get them on vinyl. I got three of their albums on vinyl, and I can't get any more because they all just made compact discs.
Yeah, my favorite is female jazz singers,
Ah,
or before that, Lambert, Hendricks, and Ross.
I don't know that person.
It's three people.
Okay. I don't know them. What about oh my God, I'm forgetting her name.
They did a whole album of called "Sing a Song of Basie," and they did Basie tunes, and they sang all the parts.
Oh my God. Who's the one unbelievable jazz singer and pianist I'm trying to think about? You'll know it in a second.
Female,
Yeah.
Diana Krall.
No. Oh, good, but no. Earlier.
Better than Diana Krall. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
oh
what
for
we.
sure. Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on, hold on.
Barry, you might be able to appreciate this. I've got, I picked it up back in, I think it was about 1984. I was still in Manhattan, and I picked up Frank Sinatra live at the Sands, 1967,
Yeah,
double
cool.
album with Count Basie and his orchestra.
Yeah.
Man, I played the grooves off of that thing. I still have it. It's such a great album.
Hey,
Wow.
has anybody ever seen a big band live?
Yes, in New
Like,
York City.
yeah,
Yes.
it's really, yeah,
It
it's
was
something
like,
else.
oh yeah, unbelievable. It was like in the West 30s somewhere, but you know, up from the Village Vanguard and Blue Note. So
Yeah.
what is
Village Vanguard. I saw Ross on Rollin Kirk, and McCoy Tyner was the pianist, and I forgot who else played, but it was really great. My friend sold stereo equipment, I think at Tower Records, if they
Oh
or
yeah.
someplace, and he was the number one salesman of stereo equipment in New York. So we got like front row seats. It's
Oh
a
my
small club.
God.
Village Vanguard. You walk down the stairs. It's a
Yeah,
small basement club,
it's
and
tiny.
that was really
Yeah,
cool.
it's tiny. Wow, that's fantastic.
Of
What
course,
is
now I couldn't afford it. You had to buy a drink. That was all. It
Yeah.
wasn't a cover. Now it's like you have to mortgage your house just to be able to go to a concert. Unless you're one of the 24 million in America that they're millionaires.
I think that's billion, Barry. I actually think that's
No,
20.
no,
No?
No,
no.
No?
there's no more than 50 billionaires in the whole world right now.
70, actually, I just looked. It's 74 in
74.
this country.
Oh, okay.
There's 74 billionaires in this country.
Well,
And
that's
I
a
only
lot.
know that, Oscar, because I just looked it up because I was because I was trying to figure out, how many people have a lot of money? I mean, when art fair people talk about, oh, there's all people, everything's poor and blah, blah, blah. No, it's not the way it is. There are plenty of people that could buy our work if
Yeah,
they
but the
were.
thing is, like, how many of those people actually comes to the shows? That's the question that you have to
Well,
ask.
that's right. You got to get them to come to the shows.
And the other thing that I'm talking about another thing that the reason why I tell people my point about the show need to promote the show is if you've never been in the area for the first time and you applying to the show for the first time, you're not going to
Yeah.
have email list. So how are you going to promote yourself on a show that you've never been there before?
You can't. But you know what's interesting about that, Oscar? There's
What?
plenty of shows where that's my best year was the first year, and it goes, because you're the
I
new guy, and
Yeah,
then new person, not guy, you're a new person, and then it goes downhill from there.
but that's the thing is like I just don't know. But
It's up to the director and the committee. That should be one of the top thing. That should be on the top of the list if they write down what their job is, what their goal should be, is to get people to come, no matter what they have to do. Dance naked in the street. I don't know, whatever it takes, my feeling.
I got to bug out. You guys have a wonderful week.
Bye.
We'll talk
bye.
to you. I'm at the DMV. I got to hit the DMV before 5.
Good
Okay.
luck.
Yeah, thanks. Talk to you all soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
But that's my whole thinking about this whole thing. It's like and it comes back to one simple thing. It's like why some shows do a good job and other ones don't.
I think there's a commonality. The 5 or 6 or 8 shows that are really, really good, consistently stay good, and they all do the same thing. And they get people to come. They have plenty of sponsors to underwrite everything, and there's ways to promote the show. Like you, they could convince whoever they're getting to sponsor it that if you have the best artwork or the best artist, and then you have sponsors that are there, there's a connect. Like, okay, this is really good artwork, so therefore what we're selling is really good also. So you have um, corporations that would underwrite something, and they're at the show, and then the artwork's really good, and people go, it's subtle, it's not, just in their head. Hey, let's go give them business. When I go to buy a car, I'm going to go to these people because look, they're associated with the good artwork, and I think that's if you're a director, that's how you have to sell it. You'd have to talk people into being sponsors because it's the hardest thing to do. Cold calling for money. I know it's really hard because I have a friend that used to sell Yellow Pages advertising, and he'd have to go into these places, The difference is they train him. Show directors don't get trained in that doing that. Yeah, actually have to have done something else,
Getting
and gotten
sponsors.
the training.
Getting sponsors.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to walk in and you got to tell them why it would behoove them to sponsor the show, to give money, and whatever you're going to give them, whether it's the back cover of your brochure or whatever it is, a
Or a
booth.
sign on the lamppost.
Yeah, whatever it takes, whatever.
Yeah.
Because once you have the money, you can do a lot of things.
We put up one of those folding boards, those sandwich boards type thing outside with all the donors to
Yeah.
our temple.
Yeah, but like the A-frames signs
Yeah, that's
that that's been banned in most of those cities now. Like in Chicago,
Oh,
you got no allowed to use that anymore.
oh, why?
Don't ask me. I live in a weird city.
Hey, it can't be any weirder than California.
Yeah.
Hey, Katie, do people go
Yeah.
to that just to look at the the costumes and the weird and
Well,
the
ours is a cultural fair. It's not really a art fair. No,
yeah,
for like
I know.
for Comic Con, yeah, there's people that go there just to look at who's coming. But there's a whole street fair going on at the same time. So even if
Really?
you weren't one of the people able to get a ticket to the convention, you can still see a whole lot. Also, the art show is outside the convention center, so it's open to the public.
Yeah.
So we get hotel guests that had no idea what was going on. Just all of a sudden, a bunch of weird looking people started showing up, and
Yeah.
they buy stuff too from the art
Oh
show.
yeah.
You
That'd
know,
be fun to go.
you know
Yeah,
the crazy thing about it is like I know things are really hard for most people right now, including myself, but it's
Except the billionaires.
yeah, I just wish that uh how to say it would be nice to do a season where I don't have to travel more than 6 hours away from my house to do an art show
Oh yeah. Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be
and
great.
and be able to make money. We know how to, you know, you still have to pay for an hotel most likely, but it's 6 hours away, driving 12 hours, then you and and that's where my frustration comes around because Amy Amdor killed the marketing here in Chicago. Um, Indiana, there's very few shows. Plus, Indiana's not a good place for art, anyhow. Iowa, other than Des Moines, I don't even know how they pull out that show. To be honest with you, and then you got Wisconsin and Minneapolis, but the only area in the Midwest that has potential to Chicago and Michigan, and nobody can get their act together.
Listen, Michigan, I never had to go anywhere. Except for in the spring or in the winter, I'd go to Florida to get, to escape. And I'd be there for 6 to 8 weeks, and we stayed. There's a bunch of artists, and we stayed at a campgrounds in Key Largo, and so on the weekends we'd go up and drive up and do a show, but that would be like Miami Beach, Las Olas. That's what is that? That's Fort Lauderdale. Where else, Larry? Where else?
Art
You were alive
Deco.
then.
Art. Do you ever do the
Oh,
Art Deco show?
yeah, that would be
Miami Beach.
yeah. Hey,
But I'm sorry, I'm doing the same thing, Oscar. Like last year I went to Pennsylvania and that was hard for me, just like an 8 hour drive to Philadelphia. And I decided not to do that anymore and just do like local shows in Ohio. So I have a bunch lined up and they're not big shows, they're not like what you guys are
Well,
making by any
what's in
means.
Pennsylvania? What's in Phil? Where'd you go? In Philadelphia?
Rittenhouse in Philadelphia.
Oh,
And that well,
you're talking about the craft show.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's for photographers. That's where they put photographers, is in the
Yeah, I
craft.
know.
Okay,
That's
that's
because it's a
funny.
different promoter.
I do clay, and I was at the art fair
and oh, the art fair for
in
Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse Square. Unfortunately, it rained 2 days, and
Yeah.
I realized that I don't like, Center City. That's where it is. The streets are narrow. There's no parking. You have to pay for parking.
Right,
The rooms are expensive.
right.
And so I don't, I don't go, I don't go there, but I'd like to go there.
Hmm.
And you don't want to do Manioc.
Well, I don't.
No,
I never have, but yeah.
no,
I I
What
I
is
about
did
Rehoboth?
I did
no Manioc is in Philadelphia, but that's the
Oh
other
yeah.
Philadelphia show.
well, I did well in Rittenhouse, but and I did okay at State College last year. But like I just, you know, the just the stress and the strain of driving that far, and we got three dogs to kennel and the whole schlemiel. We just decided to do local shows, and yeah, I don't make that much money at each one of them, but I've got like 13 coming up, and waiting to hear from eight more, and I'm just gonna do that and see what happens. So
It's the same way I think
Well, if
about
they're
it.
local, you save money too, so
yeah,
yeah,
for
you're
sure.
not,
No hotel, no kennel, none of that.
so
That's the
your
thing. It's
profit
like
might be,
sorry.
I said her profit might be close to the same,
Yeah, that's what I just
although
noticed that.
income's not as high.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you know what? I used to do this clay show in Silva, North Carolina, and
Beautiful area.
yeah, but it's you got to drive there and then drive back. And stay there and everything. So last 2 years last year they didn't have the show, but 2 years ago, um, I did this holiday show in Midland, Michigan that I've done before, and it's really it's no big deal. But I did if you it only cost me $250 and I stayed with friends. So that's all it cost me to do the show. And so when you subtracted the what I took in, it ended up being the same. It's same with a lot less labor, a lot
Right,
less work. So,
right.
on the other hand, I was thinking about this today. One of the really great things about doing shows is you go to these cities and if you do them over and over again, you get to know the city, and it's really fun over all these years to go to all these places that I've kind of know and kind of been to, that I never would have if I was just on my own, you know.
Hmm.
Even La Quinta, even going out there, which was a pain. That's a pain. That's like it was 2,800 miles. It was 5 days to drive there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and drive back, and but it was just fun going out there and driving out there because you pass through New Orleans and El Paso and Phoenix to get to the desert, Palm Desert, and so that's kind of fun to have been all over the country to see these things. But I'm still tired, I think, from from when I did La Quinta, and that was years ago. That was like maybe 5 years ago. You know, I don't want to go anywhere anymore.
I know
I,
what you
I want
mean.
them to come to me.
Communicating. I don't go
Interesting.
anywhere.
We have a local show, and I've done it as much as anybody. And it's one of the, you walk outside and you go do the show. And so there's a new director, a young kid. Well, every year they'd get it, not every year, but every time they'd get a new director, the show got worse and worse and worse. And so they, luckily they hired a new guy. His name is Lex. I call him Lex Luthor because that's the way I am. I can't help it. And so I'm gonna meet with him this week to give him some good suggestions as to what he should do, what they should do to get people to come. Because the people that come there are the same people that have come there forever. And there's all these new condos around, and none of those people come. So I'm going to make sure that he gets those people to come, whatever they have to do. So we'll see we'll see what happens. See if he takes any of my advice.
Uh, well, the only thing I'm going to tell you, Barry, I'm about to get a lot of grief tonight.
Because the Reds are going to lose. Speaking of losing, I hope you
The
didn't watch
Reds,
the
the Reds,
Pistons last night. God, it was so difficult to watch.
they told me they lost.
Yes, they lost. They got their lunch handed to them.
But it was kind of expected, to be honest with you.
Why? They won 60 games. What do you mean?
It's it's the first time in the playoff, and the playoff is a different monster. It's just like I used to choke completely in game three against the Lakers. That the Houston should have not lost game three.
They played last year. They should know better by now.
No, it's not the same. They only played like
No.
the one game. They didn't play a series.
Yes, they played a series.
No, I don't think so.
You mean they played the play-in game and lost?
Yeah, and that's it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
So and
I
then
don't watch basketball, but I just happen to watch, I have to watch my team.
I was
this
just about to say, you guys are watching the wrong sport. Hockey is where it's at.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
I was going to say they're not playing hockey, but oh yeah, they are playing hockey.
Oh gosh, yes. And my team is doing great so far, so I'm
What team is that?
Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh, well, they won it last year. They have experience. They're really good.
Let's hope they win it this year. That'd be awesome. It's been too long.
No, it's going to be Colorado.
Yeah.
you know what I
Well,
think
we've
about
played
hockey?
against them in the finals before. I don't know.
What
We'll
did you
see.
think of the Olympics, the women's hockey team at the Olympics? That was
Oh,
great.
they did
Yeah,
Yeah,
fabulously.
and the
yeah.
men's team.
The men's
Yep.
too.
Yep. Yep. A friend of ours, his daughter was like one of one of the forwards on the female
Oh wow.
Olympians,
Yes,
and boy, they did great. They did
hockey
great.
is
Yeah.
my favorite sport. Well,
Me
maybe
too.
baseball.
I like baseball, but hockey's top.
My brothers have season
Video.
tickets. When I go to Detroit, I get to go to a game.
Hockey and golf should be banned from the universe.
And baseball.
I agree. I
I
agree
About
love
with golf.
badminton.
I agree with golf. I agree with
baseball's
golf.
fantastic.
I love
Yeah, if you can, it's like watching paint dry.
No, it's not. Every pitch is exciting.
You hear Robin Williams' take on golf?
No.
Robin Williams, the comedian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did a whole monologue on the golf, all in a Scottish accent
Oh my
while he's
God.
Yeah.
hardly correctly speak. Essentially, golf was something put together by Scotsmen trying to put one over on the world.
Yeah, I don't even think of it as a sport. I don't even think of it as a sport.
Well,
Yeah.
like they said, it would be pretty good for you if you didn't use the carts.
Yeah, right? Right. You just get carted around and then every so often you get out and you hit a ball and yeah. Yeah, I agree.
That's what Trump said something to Biden about, well, I play golf. And Biden says, I'll play you around a golf, but you have to carry your own bag. He never took him up on it.
Hey Barry, I remembered the jazz singer. I found it.
Who?
Nina Simone.
Oh,
Oh,
that's old school.
yeah, she's great.
She's fantastic. If you go on YouTube, you can see her perform live. Fantastic. I really love her work.
Yeah, I wonder if I have it. I might have some.
I only have one song of her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so good.
She passed away, right?
Oh yeah. But they stole her money. Okay. Like, I don't know how it happened, but she wound up destitute, poor and destitute. I think she died in Paris, but all her rights to her music got stolen from her, or she had to sell them for money. I don't know what happened. I don't know the story behind it, but she,
That was kind of common practice back in those. She's in the 70s mostly, right?
well,
60s.
60s,
Yeah,
sixties.
that was really common back then.
Hmm.
It was like there's some people the black musician would bring the song to them ready to go, but they would think a white person would be better singing the song, even the black person wrote that, and it's a whole mess. It's
Right.
it's
Hmm.
it's it's not even funny sometimes. It's just
It's
sad.
tragic. It's tragic. It's tragic.
Happened to
Well,
lots of people,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
not just a matter of color, but just gender,
Yeah, I was
because,
going to say
Yes.
it has nothing to do with black and white.
well, it does to some degree, but I think the fact that it was she,
Yeah.
rather
Well,
than he.
there's plenty of history of American jazz musicians and singers going to live in Paris because they were treated better.
And it was
Yeah.
cheap. It was cheap.
Well, some modern singers did too. I mean, uh, didn't Tina Turner end up in France at least?
I
But
don't know.
Tina Turner was her husband was a prick.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I
Absolutely.
know, but once she
Ike
got away
Turner.
from him, she did good. But she moved to Europe, and I think it was Paris that she finished her life in. And then Donna Summers also.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, folks, I'm going to let you go because I need to get ready for my mom
Okay.
and I need to
Well,
take
that's a
care of
good
other
reason.
things.
I got to get back to work.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm out of here too, so
I
All right,
finally
people.
got it together.
All right.
Well,
Bye, everybody.
everybody.
Everybody bring a record next week.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
All right. All right. You got that. All right.
Do I have to
All
bring
right.
something different?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes, you do.
Okay.
All right.
I got
Ciao.
some
See
good
everybody.
ones.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.
Bye.